Namaskaraha. Welcome to Jyotish Shastram. Well, we are reaping benefits of Jyotish Shastram in our day to day life. But are we aware of the names of our sages who passed on this rich knowledge as legacy to all of us? We should show gratitude to all those sages who were instrumental in gaining and imparting this knowledge to all of us. In other words, we are indebted to our sages, Rishi Runam. In our Sanatana Dharma, just like Matru Runam, Pitru Runam, there is Rishi Runam as well. The next few episodes are dedicated to those sages who helped in the evolution of Jyotish Shastram. I would like to start off with the pioneers of Jyotish Shastram in this video.
Pravartaka. The word means implementer, initiator, founder, or pioneer. 18 Pravartakas are identified in Jyotish Shastram. In other words, these 18 great souls were the ones who initiated and inspired people to follow Jyotisha. Suryaha Pitamaho Vyaso, Vasishtotri Parasharaha, Kashyapो Narado Gargo, Marichir Manurangiraha, Lomashah Paulishascha Eva, Chavano Yavano Bhruguhu, Shaunako Ashtadashascha Ete, Jyotish Shastra Pravartakaha. We see the names of 18 pioneers in this shloka from Kashyapa Samhita. The names are a combination of devas and rishis, devas such as Surya and Brahma, and rishis like Kashyapa, Atri, Marichi, etc. We will now learn a few highlights on each of the Pravartakas. Lord Surya is credited to be the first Pravartaka. It is believed that Lord Surya came as a proxy and gave the knowledge to Maya Asura, who wrote Surya Siddhanta. As we saw in episode 11, Surya Siddhanta is one of the oldest texts on astronomy known to mankind. I have noted the details on its timing, etc. Please take a look at the episode if you are interested to know more. Maya Asura, who wrote Surya Siddhanta, is known to be from Satya Yuga, that is, before Lord Rama. Maya is again referenced in Treta Yuga, that is, during Lord Rama's Yuga. Maya was the chief architect of the famous Maya Sabha constructed for Pandavas. Now, this is Dwapara Yuga. Apart from Surya Siddhanta, Maya is noted in many books such as Hora, that is the predictive part of Jyotish Shastram, Samhita, that is a collection of the rest of the sciences connected to Jyotish Shastram, and most importantly, Maya Mata, the famous book on Vastu Shastram. So you see, Maya was noted across yugas and in many books, which means all the family successors were also called Mayas and contributed greatly to Jyotish Shastram. The next Pravartaka is Lord Brahma or Pitamaha. The renowned work is Brahma Siddhanta, which was an extracted knowledge from Vedas. This text is not available now, but we know it existed through the references in Varaha Mihira's books. Again, this book leaned mostly towards the astronomical aspect. For instance, Adhikamasa, Tithi, Nakshatra definitions were noted in this text. The mathematics in this text is more primitive than the one in Vedanga Jyotisham written by Lagadacharya. One of Brahma's sons, Manasaputra, is Vasishta Maharishi. He is one of the Saptarishis and also known for being the Kulaguru for King Dasharatha. He gave us Vasishta Siddhanta as recited to Parashara Mahamuni. Vasishta Rishi gave a modernized principle to Brahma Siddhanta. Here, the tithi methods to decide nakshatra and rashi were noted. The length of the day as per shadow is described in this text. Vasishta Maharishi's son is Shakti and his son is Parashara Rishi. Parashara Rishi picked up the baton of Jyotish Shastram from his grandfather Vasishta Maharishi. Parashara Rishi gave us one of the finest books on Jyotish Shastram, which is Brihat Parashara Hora Shastram. It covers everything that is there to learn in Jyotish Shastram. The book is in a conversation form between Rishi Parashara and his disciple Maitreya. His other works are Parashara Siddhanta and Parashara Samhita. Parashara's son is Vyasa Rishi. Veda Vyasa is the author of our Itihasa Mahabharata and is also the author of Puranas. He propagated the practical use of Jyotish Shastram through the events in Mahabharata and Puranas. Another direct descendant of Brahma is Atri Rishi, again a Manasaputra, and also one of the Sapta Rishis. Atri is the father of Durvasa Mahamuni. Atri Rishi is seen in Ramayana where during Vanavasa or exile, Lord Rama along with Sita and Lakshmana visits Atri Rishi and his wife Anusuya in Chitrakuta. Atri Rishi is known for his contribution to Rig Veda. A solar eclipse is noted in Rig Veda by sage Atri. He is credited as being the first to have predicted the solar eclipses and its duration. It is believed that he knew the sacred mantra that could remove the solar eclipse. The descendants of Atri kept this knowledge within the family in secrecy. The shloka in Rig Veda, which refers to solar eclipse, is as follows. Please pause if you want to look at the verse in detail. Marichi is another son of Lord Brahma, one of the Manasaputras and also a Saptarishi. Marichi's books on Jyotish Shastram is not available now, but we know that he contributed to Jyotish Shastram through Ganesha Daivagna's references in his book Muhurta Chintamani. Marichi's son is Kashyapa Rishi. Kashyapa Rishi is attributed to be the father of Devas, Asuras, Yakshas, and all living creatures. He is also one of the Saptarishis. Legend notes that the valley of Kashmir is named after Kashyapa Rishi. One of his renowned works is Kashyapa Samhita. It is a classical reference book on Ayurvedic pediatrics, gynecology, and obstetrics. It has a chapter dealing with the characteristics of the body of the child and the indications about the child's future. This comes under Samudrika branch of Jyotish Shastram. It also has details related to medical astrology. He was one of the first sages who forbade marrying within the same gotra, as this forms a yoga of giving birth to a child with physical disabilities. Angiraha is another Manasaputra of Brahma. His son is Angirasaha, who is also referred as Brihaspati. Brihaspati is Devaguru. In Rig Veda, Angiraha is referred to a teacher of divine knowledge. Hence, Brihaspati or Jupiter is also interchangeably called as Angiraha. His contribution to Jyotish Shastram is Barhaspatya Samhita. Brihaspati's son is Bharadvaja Rishi. Garga Muni is the son of Bharadvaja Rishi. There is another version which says that Garga Rishi is the grandson of Bharadvaja Rishi. Garga is seen in Mahabharata when he does the Nama Samskara of the newborn as Krishna and his brother Balarama. He was known for his Jyotish Shastram knowledge and had predicted the life and character of Lord Krishna to Nanda. Garga Rishi is known to have learnt Jyotish Shastram from Brahma. A few of his works in Jyotish Shastram are Garga Samhita, Garga Hora Shastra, and Garga Siddhanta. The contribution is seen in all three fields in Jyotish Shastram, such as Hora, the predictive part, Siddhanta, the astronomical part, and Samhita, the collection of various topics, such as Vastu Shastram. The descendants of Garga Rishi, we know, are in northern part of India, but a few of his descendants migrated westwards and joined the Yavanas or Greeks. And possibly that's why in the later period, Greek mathematicians or astronomers were also called Gargacharyas. Narada Rishi is well known to all of us through Puranas and Itihasas. Narada is the son of Brahma, a Manasaputra. It is said that Brahma explained time and Jyotish Shastram details to Narada. His astronomical work is called Narada Siddhanta, which is not available now. Another famous work is Narada Samhita, which is the first among the Samhita books. It is even older than Narada Purana. It has a collection of many concepts, different systems of time measurement such as Savanamana, Nakshatramana, Tithi, Muhurta, Gochara, 60 Samvatsara details, etc. are also seen in this book. Narada taught Jyotish Shastram to Shaunaka Rishi. Shaunaka Rishi is known for his contribution in Rig Veda. One of Shaunaka's works in Jyotish Shastram is Shaunaka Siddhanta or Soma Siddhanta. The views of Garga Rishi are also included in this book. Other references of Shaunaka's works are quoted in the book Muhurta Chintamani. Parashara Rishi mentions in his book that he learned Jyotish Shastram from Shaunaka Rishi as well. Another Manasaputra of Brahma is Bhrigu Maharishi. He is also one of the Sapta Rishis. His famous classic is Bhrigu Samhita. Govinda Daivagna quotes plenty of Bhrigu sayings in his books. Bhrigu Maharishi is also known for Bhrigu Nadi. He is known to have cast 746,89,600 horoscopes with 60 prediction points for each horoscope. This huge compilation of horoscopes is reputed to contain only those individuals' horoscopes who are destined to visit and consult this particular collection. He taught the art of prediction to his son Shukracharya, who is the guru of Asuras. Another son of Bhrigu is Chavana. It is said that Ashwini Kumaras prepared a special herbal paste and rejuvenated Rishi Chavana from old age to youth. Remember the well known herbal formula, Chavanprash? This is named after Rishi Chavana. We know of his contribution to Jyotish Shastram through the reference of his works in Govinda Daivagna's Muhurta Chintamani. It is interesting to note that the sons of Rishi Bhrigu, Rishi Chukra, knew the art of bringing the dead back to life, and Rishi Chavana knew the art of rejuvenating the old to make them young. Pulastya is the son of Brahma, again a Manasaputra. He received the knowledge of Vishnu Purana from Brahma and he inspired Parashara Rishi to compose it. He is the father of Vishrava and grandfather of Kubera and Ravana. He is known to have taught the Nakshatra Padas to his grandson Ravana. His work in Jyotish Shastram is known as Paulisha or Paulistya Siddhanta. Broad planetary calculations are noted in this book. Brahma created the first man called Manu or Swayambhuva Manu. Humans have descended from Manu and hence we are called Manushya. Manu is the author of Manusmriti, an ancient legal text of Dharma Shastras of Hinduism. Timely duties with inherent knowledge of Jyotish Shastram is noted in Manusmriti. Hence, he becomes one of the important implementers of Jyotish Shastram. Lomasha Rishi was an ardent devotee of Lord Vishnu. He was granted the boon of a long life where the Rishi is destined to live as long as he has hair left on his body. He is also called as Romasha. Lomasha and Romasha both mean hairy, Roma, which means hair. Due to his long lifespan, he appears even in Dwapara Yuga in Mahabharata. In Vanaparva, sage Lomasha guided the Pandavas to many pilgrimages. He also features as a storyteller in the Puranas. His works in Jyotish Shastram are Lomasha Siddhanta and Lomasha Samhita. The last Pravartaka is sage Yavana or Yavaneshwara. It is interesting that the earliest reference of the word Yavana is included in Panini's work Ashtadhyayi in 4th century BCE, where Yavana means Greek. There are two schools of thought. One school of thought believes that there was an Indian sage in the court of Greeks and hence he was called sage Yavana in India. Another school of thought believes that Yavana was actually of Greek origin. The contributions of sage Yavana in Jyotish Shastram are Yavaneshwara Hora or Yavana Jataka. These books are believed to include Greek principles of Jyotish Shastram. In this episode, we have covered 18 Pravartakas or 18 pioneers in Jyotish Shastram. In the next few episodes, we will continue to see the evolution of Jyotish Shastram and the other key contributors such as Aryabhata, Bhaskara, Varaha Mihira, etc.
Thanks for watching. Do subscribe to this free channel and support the cause of spreading Jyotish Shastram knowledge to everyone. Dhanyavadaha.